Good morning, and thanks for joining us once again for another episode of Journalism 202. I'm Michelle Polito, and this morning we've got the scoop on the places that you might not know of that offer a quick fix to your problems. It's not too late for procrastinators to get last-minute help before finals. Asia Bell explains what you can do if you're in desperate need of help.
Finals week is approaching, and it's time for UNLV students to buckle down. If you're a student who needs help, don't worry. UNLV has tutoring services to help you get through finals. Math is one subject many students struggle with, and one student tells us how the math tutoring clinic has improved his grades.
It's working on helping me with my math, and I came here because I wasn't doing as well as I need to, and otherwise I'm going to have to switch a major.
Plus, it's free, so students really do take advantage of its services. And for students like Scott, it's a home away from home, and they are more than willing to help each other out.
7 days a week? No, I'm just kidding. Since the beginning of this semester, and there's just, everybody knows something different. You know, if one person doesn't know it, the rest of them will.
The Associate Director of the Academic Success Center tells us what they do to help students.
The Academic Success Center is basically the home for advising for all students who have started the university and have not chosen a major. So primarily they do academic advising for undeclared students, and we also offer tutoring for all UNLV students taking a variety of UNLV courses. And we offer peer academic mentoring, and then we also provide athletic academic services so that all the student athletes, we make sure that they are compliant with on-field and off-field requirements.
You may be wondering who actually does the tutoring or how to become one.
At this time, predominantly UNLV students, current UNLV students. We have 2 tutors who are not UNLV students. All of our tutors, basically the ones that are in school right now, have about a 3.69 GPA, so they're pretty good students. They have to have taken the course that they're tutoring and passed it with a B+ on up.
For more information on tutoring services, visit www.unlv.edu.
The Academic Success Center is open to students Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And you've probably heard of the Student Health and Wellness Center, but you might not know what really goes on in there. Our reporter Kelsey Roberts tells us more on what services they offer.
Health is alive and well here at the UNLV Student Health Center.
I did use the health center, I recall, about a year ago. It's for something small, like my allergies.
So I get a lot of sports-related injuries, and they're good doctors, and they can usually get the same-day visit.
A majority of UNLV students are not aware of the services provided at the Healthcare Center. From mental to physical to spiritual, wellness treatment is offered in all forms, and it's readily available to you at the Healthcare Center on campus.
So we do open access scheduling, which basically is you actually call the same day that you want the appointment.
Same-day service means that your health concerns are addressed immediately, an important consideration in maintaining overall health. Basic wellness exams and immunization shots are a few of the services offered at the center.
We actually provide dermatology services. We provide gynecology services. Gynecology services are services that are geared towards women's reproductive health. Colposcopy, which is a specialized type of a pap smear, where a microscope is utilized to look at the woman's cervix. We also provide sports medicine services.
One benefit of purchasing student health insurance is that students can expand their health coverage.
It's pretty cost effective, $68, and there's no charge for visit fees.
The next time you're seeking treatment, don't wait weeks for an off-campus doctor's office to fit you in. Make one call to the UNLV Health Center, and you'll find care when care is needed. For Journalism 202, I'm Kelsey Roberts.
And to find out about additional services they offer, visit their website at www.studentlife.unlv.edu. It's easy to spot, easy to get, but what's even better is that it's free. Amanda Sidney tells us how UNLV students lack knowledge of their campus newspaper, the Rebel Yell.
UNLV may have an award-winning student newspaper, but UNLV students aren't reading it.
Never heard of it, and if I knew, about some things that was interesting, I probably would read it.
April Corbin, editor-in-chief, and Jorge Labrador, news editor of the Rebel Yell, say their staff works hard to cover stories of importance to UNLV students. Getting students to read the paper is a different story.
Our readership is pretty low, I think, just based off it's a commuter campus and all of the reasons that people already know about the university, but we always get the word out just by word of mouth.
Because there's nothing exciting in there. If there was something about, maybe about some of the clubs, which I hope that there is, maybe some information about some of the clubs that were here on campus, I think more people would pay attention. And parties too, things that people are interested in, so.
Students that do read the Rebel Yell say others are missing out by not taking the time to pick up a free copy of the paper.
But I read it because I'm so concerned with the budget cuts and what's going on with our state and how it affects our education, so that's why I read it.
I think people automatically don't see the Rebel Yell as maybe a valid source of news. They just think, oh, it's a bunch of students making a newspaper. But we take our job very seriously, and some of the content we do has a big impact on the community around us.
In addition to news, the paper also covers sports, arts and entertainment, and even has a multimedia section on its website.
Student newspapers are very important to campus life because it tends to develop a campus community of sorts. UNLV has this reputation as a commuter campus, so to have one information source that's just kind of universal to all students really helps foster that sense of community.
Don't forget to pick up the Rebel Yell at any newsstand on campus, or you can visit the website at unlvrebelyell.com. I'm Amanda Sidney, reporting for Journalism 202.
Make sure to get a hold of the latest Rebel Yell issue every Monday and Wednesday, and keep yourself updated on all the services that UNLV has to offer. I'm Michelle Polito, and thanks for joining us on this episode of Journalism 202.